One of the state's most controversial projects is under scrutiny again tonight. The high-speed rail project is behind schedule and it's over budget. And high-speed rail officials say the estimated cost has increased yet again. ABC 10's Jeannie Nguyen is here to share the new price tag and also how lawmakers are responding.
Alex, I have reported that the state needs to come up with $7 billion by next summer to continue to fund the high-speed rail project. A new update tonight shows that $7 billion could possibly become $10.2 billion. And this comes as the state is facing a $12 billion budget deficit.
This project, as proposed, is not going to be built. And now we're spending billions and billions of dollars that we don't have.
As vice chair of the Senate Transportation Committee, Senator Tony Strickland says the state cannot afford to put more money into the controversial high-speed rail project. On Monday, high-speed rail officials say the state could possibly need to find an additional $10.2 billion by next summer in order to continue to fund the project, and there might be a $400 million cost reduction. Officials say this estimate is on the higher range and is largely due to inflation.
After the $10.2 billion, if it goes forward, is more expensive than the whole entire project that was proposed to the people of California.
Officials say the updated cost estimate for the Merced to Bakersfield corridor ranges from $34.9 billion to $38.5 billion. A big difference from the initial proposal of $45 billion for the entire project from San Francisco to Los Angeles.
That will be the first in the nation high-speed rail track is about to take place. And so I want to get it done. And that's our commitment.
The governor's recent May revised budget proposal, if approved, will provide at least $1 billion a year to the project through the Cap and Invest program.
My guess is he's going to use his slush fund on the cap and trade to come up with the other part of that money. Again, I think that's money not well spent.
Even with the criticisms from lawmakers and the state facing a $12 billion deficit, advocates say this is a beneficial long-term investment for California.
The High-Speed Rail Alliance is an advocate for high-speed rail projects across the country. They say if any state can accomplish this goal, it's California.
I wish there was this kind of scrutiny on highway projects. You know, we just assume that people want to drive, and we've designed our country to force people to drive. I don't think that's acceptable.
Adding that the project will eventually be cost-effective for residents in the long run.
Now, we reached out to the chairman of the Senate Transportation Committee for comment. Senator Dave Cortese's office was unable to provide us a comment. Alex.
And Jeannie, we know that federal funding for this project has been threatened, but from what we understand as well, a lot of the funding actually comes from the state too, right?
Yes, Alex, but state money could also be threatened. Now, Senator Strickland did introduce a bill that, if passed, would take the money that high-speed rail is getting from the Greenhouse Gas Reduction Fund, and that would go towards the motor vehicle fuel account to help reduce the gas tax. And of course, that bill is currently making its way through the state legislature.
All right, Jeannie, thank you so much. And I also want to mention that we have an in-depth look at the high-speed rail project on the ABC 10 Plus TV streaming app. To the Point looks at what progress has been made and the many challenges ahead. You can find California's high-speed rail on the home screen. Just download the app for free straight to your TV.